Are our government gaslighting us, or are they preparing us for something that's coming down the track that they know about that we don't? Why do I ask? Well, some details have come out today, some news has come out today, which on the face of it is both puzzling and really worrying. So the National Security Strategy Board or body has published a review, published a paper about our future defence, future security of the country. And they've basically said that the country needs to be prepared for engagement and effectively warfare on our own shores. So essentially what they're saying is that we need to be ready as a country for warfare on the ground in Britain. Really? Where? Where from? Who? Who against? Who's going to cause that? Because the only enemy we seem to have at the moment that we can keep continually getting told about is Russia. If we go to war with Russia, they're not going to invade, because to invade us, they need to go through the whole of Europe first. That's going to take months, if not years, and it just won't happen. Because the Yanks will join in, it'll escalate, and there's no chance in a million years they'd roll through the whole of Europe and get to the shores of France and then roll across to the UK. So that ain't going to happen. So who else might we need to be prepared for engagement with or warfare with on our own shores? Well, clearly it ain't the Chinks, or Chinese to give them their proper name. So that only really leaves terrorism or terrorist activity. But would you describe that as warfare? Not really, because they're isolated attacks. The only way you would describe that as warfare is if it's some form of internal warfare, some form of civil strife, some form of warfare against people perhaps that are already here. Who could that be? Who have we got on our shores that potentially could be enemies of the UK? Well, we seem to have imported a great deal of people that are currently being put up in hotels, 140,000 of them at last count. Could it be them? I don't know. There are mad conspiracy theories that say that they are effectively an army that's being deliberately imported to our territory. I'm not sure if I buy into that. I think that stinks of utter cow shit, to be honest, or bullshit. But who exactly is it that the government are warning us against? Who exactly are we going to have this warfare against? Just think about it logically. We need to be prepared for warfare on our own shores. So surely if you're going to announce that in a strategic review, in a national strategy paper, you have to go one step further and be detailed about who that might be against. Because logically speaking, there are no enemies that any of us can point at that are likely to invade the UK and go to war on our own shores. So what exactly are the government telling us? I'd like to know. Surely they owe it to us to tell us, don't they? You can't put out a statement like that. You can't say we need to massively increase our defence spending because there is the potential that we're going to need to fight to defend our homeland, and then not tell us who we might have to fight against. Because if the answer to that question is Russia, then quite patently they're talking utter bullshit. And if it's not Russia, then who else is it? And they need to identify who that is, surely. So are they gaslighting us? Are they just coming up with excuses to spend more money? Or do they know something that we don't know? Are they preparing for something that might be coming that we don't know anything about? Let me know your thoughts. It stinks. The whole thing stinks to me. It sounds like a load of old shit. But maybe there's something deeper beyond it. Who knows? Let me know what you think.